The forest wasn't on any map, and the villagers only spoke of it in hushed tones. Whispering Woods, they called it, a place where the trees told secrets, and no one came back the same. Alex adjusted his backpack, the evening sun casting long, jagged shadows as he stood at the edge of the infamous forest. The air felt colder here, unnaturally so, as if the woods exhaled a warning. "You're really going in there?" Stephen's voice trembled. He was holding the flashlight tightly, his knuckles white. "It's just a forest," Alex replied, masking his unease. But as they stepped into the woods, a strange hush fell over them. No birds, no rustling leaves, only the sound of their own footsteps crunching on the undergrowth. 15 minutes in, the path disappeared. The compass in Alex's hand spun wildly, useless against the suffocating, magnetic air of the woods. "There's no going back now," Alex muttered, though he wasn't sure if he was talking to Stephen or himself. Ahead, a faint whispering began, like voices carried on the wind, growing louder with every step. The whispers weren't in any language they recognized. But they were certain of one thing: they were not alone. They stumbled upon a decaying wooden cabin, its roof sagging under years of rot. The whispers grew louder, as if the structure itself breathed the voices. Inside, the air was suffocating. Strange markings covered the walls, symbols and runes etched deep into the wood, glowing faintly in the dim light. Stephen picked up a dusty journal from the floor. Its pages were brittle, filled with cryptic drawings and phrases like, "They are the forest, and do not stay after nightfall." As Alex studied the book, Stephen gasped. A shadow moved outside the window, a tall, gaunt figure with unnaturally long limbs. Before Alex could react, Stephen bolted outside. The whispers surged, louder and clearer now, as if mocking him. Alex hesitated but followed, calling out. When Alex found Stephen, he was standing in a clearing, but something was wrong. His eyes weren't his own anymore, glowing with a sickly yellow light. Stephen turned slowly, his face devoid of emotion. "They're not going to let us leave," he whispered, but the voice wasn't his. It was layered, echoing with dozens of others. Alex grabbed Stephen's arm and pulled him back toward the cabin, but the forest seemed alive now, shifting and closing in around them. Back inside the cabin, Alex barricaded the door. Stephen slumped in a corner, muttering to himself. The whispers didn't stop. They seeped through the walls, the floor, the very air. The journal had more warnings. "Sacrifice must be made," it read. Alex's stomach churned. Sacrifice? Of what? Or whom? Suddenly, the door rattled. Heavy thuds echoed as if something massive was trying to get in. Stephen screamed, his voice merging with the whispers. Alex realized the truth too late. Stephen wasn't screaming for help. He was calling them in. The door burst open, and the forest spilled inside. Shadows that writhed and coiled like living things, dragging Stephen away as Alex fought to hold on. "Run!" Stephen's voice returned, just for a moment, before the shadows consumed him. Alex stumbled out of the cabin, running blindly through the trees. The whispers turned to screams. The forest didn't want him to leave, and every step forward felt like sinking into quicksand. Ahead, a faint light appeared. Alex pushed forward, clawing through branches, desperate for escape. But the light wasn't salvation. It was a circle of figures cloaked in shadows, waiting for him. Alex screamed as the figures closed in. The forest claimed him, and his voice joined the endless chorus of whispers. In the whispering woods, no one ever truly dies. They become the whispers, forever haunting those who dare to enter.